Hey, what's up, guys? This is Response doing another commentary for you. This is Breaking Down Build Orders Episode 3. Today we're going to be talking about PvT Proxy Robo. We're going to be talking about hiding your buildings effectively, and we're going to be talking about being aggressive with your immortals once you get them out. So let's go ahead and start this game right off the bat here. It's a PvT, me against a friend of mine here. We'll just go my vision at this point. PvT on Lost Temple is pretty standard map to play on. It's a very good map. Balance wise, I'd say it's pretty close. You can abuse these ledges with either Terran or Protoss, with either Colossus or Medivacs pretty effectively. So that's going to be something to keep in mind here. Also, these positions here, definitely 3 and 6 or 9 and 12 definitely favor rush builds. So depending on what position is, you can definitely do a lot of different build orders. But today we're going to be focusing on a Protoss vs Terran build order that is just Proxy Robo. And proxying the Robo is basically saying that you want to be super aggressive with Immortals. You're going to be pushing out very early with just a few Immortals and a few other units, and you're just going to try to break down that wall right away. Immortals do such great damage to buildings. You can definitely easily get into a Terran base, break down their depots with just a few hits from Immortal. So that's kind of the basic idea. You're just getting that Immortal out as fast as you possibly can while you're getting other units as well, and you're hiding your Robo so that it's close to the Terran base. It's really quite hard to defend this Terran if you don't scout that Robo in a fast enough time. Even if they get a bunker up, it can still be GG very early just because of the fact that the Immortals are just so strong. So yeah, I scouted the other two positions and I don't see either of them. So right away I know that he's the left position, which is why I'm building this pylon right here. This allows me to warp in units down here, and it also is going to be where I'm proxying my Robo. Right down here is not an area that he's going to scout very often. The Xelnaga towers can't see it. And unless he specifically sends an SCV down there, he's just not going to be able to see it at all. This is just a really good area to build your proxy Robo. Notice I'm using this Xelnaga tower as well, so I can see when he pushes out here. That's going to really help me to know if my push is going to work and if I should just back off, or if I continue the attack, or if I continue aggression. But I did see him sending a unit, so I sent it, had to pull my probe away. But I'm just going to use this other Xelnaga tower. I mean, there are two, so takes away one, might as well build the other. All right, notice my core's about half done here, and pretty soon is when I'm going to be sending my probe out. Yep, I think this is the probe that's actually going to do it here. Yeah. This is right when my core finishes, or just a little before, you send your probe out. This will be a good timing to get the Robo done. I don't build a Stalker first. Notice just straight Robo, I should say, because like we talked about, we want to get that Immortal out as fast as humanly possible. And since this is going to keep me low on the units, and since I didn't have much minerals, but I knew he was pushing out now, I decided to build a Sentry because I had excess gas. This is going to be fine here. This is still going to allow me to stop any early aggression, because I can also force field the ramp. It's not quite as strong as a Stalker, but it'll do its job just fine. And he's actually running away now, so really not even necessary at this point. Notice my Robo's almost done already, and I'm throwing down a second gateway. This is pretty key as well. Second gateway is going to be for additional Stalkers and Zealots to take hits while my Immortal can do the real damage. And right away, building that Immortal and chrono boosting it. I mean, I've only got 3 other units here and a 4th building, and I'm already got an Immortal. And this is kind of unfortunate. He does scout it pretty quickly, but that's not that big of a deal, really. I mean, it's just come so early that he doesn't have very many units at all. And if he hasn't already built more barracks, if he's gone some kind of Expo build, or if he's gone some kind of tech build to Starport, which a Banshee build is very common in PvD, he's just not going to have the units. I mean, look how short of a rush distance this Robo has to go to get to the opponent's base, to Terran's base. That's the main reason you proxy outside your base, so you can get there so much faster. I mean, he's only started one bunker and it's not even halfway done yet. Just using some force fields here, so we can't get additional SCVs to maybe repair the SCV building or repair the bunker once it finishes. And now he's forced to lift. I mean, this is unfortunate for him that he went fast expo, but and it's smart that he built this bunker above the cliff. That's a really nice positioning there. But you'll see that how strong Immortals are. It doesn't really matter that he's got that early bunker. Notice that I do have the warp gate almost finished. Now going to be warping in additional units, and I'm just really building Immortals here. I've got 2 here already, and I'm starting a 3rd here. I mean, I just want as many Immortals as fast as possible. This is super fast Immortals. It's just something you almost never see Protoss do, but it's super fast. Look how fast that bunker goes down. I mean, 3 hits and it's just gone, and the Immortals and the Marauders just die so quickly as well from the Immortal shot. It's just really not a common thing to deal with. And now I have 3 Immortals here, and I got 2 Immortals here, and 1 coming along the edge here. I'm just gonna push right up. I know that I just need to target this bunker. Watch how fast this falls. Bam, bam, gone, and it's already gone. And he has a good game. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I just break it so easily. Look how many kills Immortal has. 11 kills between my Immortals. So you can see that proxying your Robo just gets your Immortal out there so much quicker. If I wouldn't have proxied it, I probably wouldn't have gotten there in time to be able to break his front. That's a really key thing to remember, and something that you should definitely practice on as well. You don't just have to proxy Stargates, you can also proxy Robos. Alright, this is going to end this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, just message me.